Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're stepping into this really fascinating arena where artificial intelligence isn't just, on the sidelines anymore.
Not at all. It's a key player now, right in the thick of it.
Exactly. It's pretty incredible how AI has gone from just being this futuristic idea to, well, actively shaping how athletes train, how games are analyzed.
And even how fans like you connect with the sports you love.
Yeah. Our sources for this deep dive, they really paint a picture of just how wide this integration goes.
They really do. And we're seeing AI move beyond just like basic number crunching. It's becoming this foundational tech across, well, the entire sports world.
So we'll be digging into things like machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing.
Yep, all of those. And how they're being used in ways that are, frankly, pretty surprising, but also really impactful. It opens up some genuinely exciting possibilities.
For sure, pushing boundaries, creating new experiences. But also we need to talk about the ethics involved too, right?
Absolutely.
That's
crucial.
Okay, so our mission today is basically to pull out the key insights, look at what's actually happening now, and peek ahead at the trends shaping the future of AI in sports.
And hopefully do it in a way that's, clear and engaging, give you a solid understanding of what's really going on.
Right. Let's unpack this then. Where's AI making the biggest waves right now? What's the most obvious impact?
I think a really fundamental shift is happening in athletic performance and development for, ages. Training was mostly based on general ideas and, a coach's gut feeling.
Experience.
Experience, exactly. But now AI can chew through enormous amounts of data.
Mm-hmm.
Think about everything coming from wearables, heart rate, distance, speed.
And video too, right? Capturing tiny details of movement.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it's not just having the data, it's what AI can do with it. These algorithms can process all that info and really pinpoint an athlete's strengths, their weaknesses.
Leading to these super optimized training programs, tailored to the individual, not just a generic plan.
Exactly. We saw hints of this way back in, 2015. MLB's Statcast using Hawkeye for things like pitch spin rate, how hard the balls hit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And the NFL uses RFID tags now, doesn't it, in the equipment?
Yep, and in-field markers, too, to generate stats like pass completion probability. It's all about getting really granular data to make smarter training choices.
And it's filtering down, too. It's not just the top pro leagues. Our sources talk about wearables tracking heart rate variability, fatigue, and AI turns that raw data into personalized plans.
It's a huge move away from that one-size-fits-all approach. Much more precise.
What's really interesting, I think, is how AI can look at everything together.
Yeah, the holistic view. You combine data from wearables, video analysis, maybe biomechanics.
And you get this much richer, more complete picture of the athlete.
Which leads to insights that aren't just more accurate, but way more actionable. You can actually use them effectively.
It almost feels like you're building a digital copy of the athlete, which actually brings us to digital twins that came up in our sources. What's that about?
Right, this is where it gets really kind of sci-fi, but it's happening. A digital twin is, well, essentially a virtual replica of an athlete.
Built using sensor data, AI, biometrics, the whole package.
The whole package. And they're not static.
Yeah.
You can use them for incredibly precise monitoring and, developing those hyper-personalized training programs we mentioned.
So coaches could use this virtual twin to, test out different training loads or simulate game situations without actually putting stress on the real athlete.
That's exactly the idea. Imagine seeing how the digital twin reacts to a tough workout or a specific tactical scenario. It'll allow for really fine-tuned adjustments, a deeper understanding of how to maximize potential.
Okay, so that's improving current athletes. But AI is also shaking up how teams find new talent, right? Scouting and recruitment.
Oh, massively. Scouting used to be so reliant on, human eyes, subjective calls, maybe some basic stats.
The eye test.
The eye test, yeah. Now, AI can analyze just vast data sets of players globally, assessing skills, consistency, even tactical fit for a specific team system.
It's like casting a global net instantly. The materials mention companies like P3 Labs doing biomechanics and career path analysis, and Probability AI for injury prediction.
Yep, and AI Scout doing virtual soccer trials with real-time data. Even MLB using AI to crunch batting averages and pitching speeds to spot young talent earlier.
You mentioned injury prediction there. That seems huge for recruitment, too.
Definitely. AI can analyze past injury data, biomechanics, workload, and flag potential risks before a team invests millions in a player. Leads to much more informed decisions, less risky ones.
And what about the idea of smaller teams getting access? Does AI level the playing field a bit?
That's a really key potential benefit. Smaller clubs or teams without massive scouting budgets could potentially use AI to access sophisticated analytics that were previously out of reach. It could, democratize talent ID somewhat.
Makes sense. So AI is changing training, evaluation, finding talent. What about right in the middle of the action, during the game? Coaching, strategy.
Yeah, this is where the real-time power shines. You've got AI models calculating probabilities on the fly, informing things like play calls in football or substitution timings in soccer.
Like Liverpool, using that TacticAI for corner kicks. That's super specific.
Exactly. Or in baseball, predicting batter tendencies to help position fielders or choose the next pitch.
So it's not just post-game analysis, it's in-game tactical advice.
Right. AI can often spot subtle patterns in an opponent's strategy or formation that a human coach, under pressure, might just miss. It allows for quicker, more targeted adjustments.
Like having a super analyst whispering in your ear, recommending lineups, suggesting tweaks based on how the game's flowing.
Even running simulations mid-game, perhaps, to test out a tactical change before you commit. Plus, using AI video analysis for pre-game planning, finding those historical patterns and weaknesses.
Gives teams a serious edge if they use it right. Okay, let's pivot slightly. We've talked athletes, coaches. What about the game's integrity? Officiating, rules.
Ah, yes. This is probably one of the most visible applications. Think VAR in soccer.
Right, reviewing controversial calls.
Or Hawkeye in tennis for line calls. Those are basically AI-powered video systems assisting the human officials, helping them get it right more often.
And it seems like there's more coming. MLB testing automated strike zones, FIFA looking into AI linesmen, even AI judging in boxing trials.
The push for accuracy and consistency is strong. These systems can process visual data incredibly fast and, without bias, theoretically.
Theoretically. There's always the debate about the human element, isn't there? Balancing accuracy with, well, how the game feels.
That's a huge ongoing discussion, yeah. But the tech is definitely pushing the boundaries there.
And beyond just the calls themselves, AI helps with broader strategic analysis, too.
Absolutely. Analyzing opponent history, identifying strategic patterns, how they execute plays. It's especially useful in really strategy-heavy sports like American football, cricket, basketball.
Finding those subtle tells that even experienced analysts might miss.
Precisely. And that feeds right back into that real-time decision support we talked about. Analyzing the current game, suggesting tactical options, evaluating lineups on the fly.
Simulating scenarios. Yeah, it's a powerful loop. Okay, let's switch gears to the fans. How is AI changing things for us, the viewers and spectators?
This is a really exciting space. AI is enabling much more personalized experiences. Imagine getting content feeds, highlight reels, even special offers tailored specifically to your interests and viewing habits.
Like the sports world finally knowing who I am as a fan, not just treating everyone the same.
Kind of, yeah. Our sources mention AI chatbots handling fan questions or ticket sales. Even facial recognition at stadiums for smoother entry. Maybe a personalized welcome message on the screen.
Okay. And personalized commentary or ads during broadcasts, is that feasible?
It's definitely being explored, tailoring the viewing experience down to the individual level.
And what about the media production itself? AI generating highlights.
Oh, yeah. AI algorithms can automatically clip highlights, create game summaries, saves broadcasters a ton of time. And NLP natural language processing is even writing basic sports reports or providing automated commentary.
Wait, AI writing articles? Like for Wimbledon or the Masters?
It's been used, yeah. IBM's Watson famously generated tennis highlights based on things like crowd noise levels and player gestures. It's about turning data into narrative.
That's wild. And enhancing live commentary, too, with real-time stats.
Yep, providing deeper insights instantly. And facilitating translations for global audiences, like the La Liga app does, making sport more accessible.
So you could just ask your device, show me all the goals from the second half, using natural language.
That's the direction things are heading. More interaction, more control for the fan.
And inside the stadium, too. AI for crowd management.
Right. Improving security with monitoring systems, optimizing crowd flow, maybe predicting where lines will form at concession stands, and powering AR and VR experiences to make game day more immersive.
Okay, so it's touching pretty much every aspect of the fan experience. What about the behind-the-scenes stuff? The operations, the management side?
AI is bringing efficiency there, too. Think dynamic ticket pricing, adjusting prices based on demand, opponent, even the weather forecast, or maybe fan sentiment online.
Maximizing revenue makes sense. And we mentioned facial recognition for entry already.
And injury prevention comes back here, too, from an operational standpoint. Monitoring athlete load, fatigue, sleep, Using AI to flag risks helps the team manage its most valuable assets, the players.
Designing personalized recovery programs, it's all linked.
It is. Even sports equipment is getting smarter. AI analyzing stress data on bats or cleats to help manufacturers improve designs.
Like that Adidas AI soccer ball or those adaptive running shoes mentioned in the sources.
Exactly.
Huh.
Using data to create better gear.
Now, one area that seems like a perfect match for AI is eSports. It's already digital.
Totally. It's a natural fit. Big organizations like Team Liquid are using deep learning AI to analyze gameplay from thousands of matches, looking for patterns, player habits, winning strategies.
So like having an AI coach finding tiny weaknesses or opportunities?
Pretty much identifying patterns, anticipating opponent moves, even forecasting match outcomes. Plus, AI tools are enhancing the viewer experience and offering personalized coaching for players. It's really embedded in the esports ecosystem.
It sounds like AI is becoming indispensable across the board, but we touched on it earlier. There must be challenges, ethical questions.
Oh, absolutely. It's not all smooth sailing. One big question is about athlete autonomy. If AI dictates every aspect of training and even in-game decisions, where does the athlete's instinct or control fit in?
Yeah, do athletes just become like data points executing an algorithm's plan? That feels off.
It's a real concern. Finding that balance between AI insights and human intuition, athlete control, that's critical.
And what about bias? AI is trained on data, and data can reflect existing biases.
That's a major ethical hurdle. If the algorithms were biased, you could see unfair evaluations or unequal treatment, maybe disadvantaging certain groups of players. And unequal access to these AI tools could widen the gap between rich and poor teams.
Deepening existing inequalities. And then there's the data itself, all this personal biometric data being collected.
Huge privacy and security concerns there. Who owns the data? How is it secured? Do athletes have proper informed consent? These are massive questions that need clear answers and strong regulations.
And what about the people, coaches, scouts, analysts? Is AI going to replace them?
There are definitely concerns about job displacement, particularly for roles involving more routine data analysis or scouting tasks. But the narrative is also shifting towards collaboration.
So humans working with AI, interpreting its outputs.
Exactly. The skills needed might change, more focus on data interpretation, strategic oversight, the human elements AI can't replicate, but it implies a transformation of roles, not necessarily a wholesale replacement, at least for now.
And one last thing. Does AI change what we even consider greatness in sport? If everything becomes about measurable stats?
That's a profound question. Do we lose sight of the intangible qualities, leadership, creativity, performing under pressure, things that are hard to quantify, but we recognize as part of athletic genius?
Risk of over-indexing on the numbers.
Precisely. We need to ensure AI serves the sport without stripping away its soul, its human element.
So looking ahead then, what are the big future trends? Where's this all going next?
Well, generative AI is a big one. Think AI creating totally personalized highlight reels on the fly, or maybe unique commentary tracks for every single viewer.
Hyper-personalization.
Exactly. Customized ads, offers, and deeper integration with VR and AR for truly immersive experiences. Virtual stadium tours from your couch, AR overlays during live broadcasts.
Predictive analytics will just keep getting better, right? Predicting outcomes, injuries, simulating whole games.
Seems inevitable. The models will become more sophisticated, the insights deeper. This will also likely impact sports betting significantly.
AI predicting matchups for betting. That's a whole other area.
A big one. Potentially customized betting models. AI-driven insights enhancing fan engagement around betting platforms.
And finally, the job market in sports.
We'll likely see new roles emerge. AI specialists, data scientists focused purely on sports performance or fan engagement. Existing roles will transform, demanding more data literacy. And yes, some lower-skilled data entry or basic analysis roles might shrink.
It's a huge transformation, really touching every single corner of the sports world. From player development to fan engagement, operations, media, it's everywhere.
And it's evolving so fast, the integration is just going to get deeper, more sophisticated. The possibilities are kind of staggering when you think about it.
Hyper-personalized experiences, strategy insights we can't even imagine yet. It's exciting, but as we said, those ethical considerations are absolutely vital to get right.
Couldn't agree more. Responsible adoption is key.
So as you've been listening, think about it. What aspect of AI in sports really jumps out at you? What feels most transformative? Or maybe what worries you the most? How do we keep that balance between the tech and the human spirit of sport?
Lots to chew on there. It's a conversation that's definitely going to continue.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive for today. If you found this look at AI in sports interesting, definitely hit subscribe so you don't miss our future explorations.
Yeah, lots more to cover.
And hey, if you want to learn more about artificial intelligence generally, check out the YouTube channel Ian Ochieng AI, that's Ochieng, for tutorials and other insights. Thanks for tuning in.